أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم. This will be our second lesson for ayah number 9, Surah Al-Hashr. The context of the ayah is, Fay is the wealth that you get from your enemies without fighting, and Ghanima is the one that you get by fighting. How the Fay should be distributed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say it should go to Allah, Rasul, the relatives of the Prophet, orphans, poor people and the travelers. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in particular preference should be given to the poor people and the orphans of the Muhajirin, the one who migrated from Mecca to Medina. And in this context, Allah admired some of the qualities of the Muhajirin. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say this faith should be given a priority to the poor and the orphans and the poor people who are Ansar. They established in Medina and they established and they purified their iman before the Ansar, the Muhajirin arrived in Medina. And they love the Muhajirin who came to them. And they do not find any ambition for those things which have been given to the Muhajirin. We did until there, okay? Now we continue. What is the other quality of the Ansar? وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ is إِيثَار. Okay, إِيثَار means give preference, tarjih, superiority. Okay, so إِيثَار is something that, like for example, you have two cars and somebody tells you, my wife is sick and I want to borrow one of your cars. So this is not إِيثَار. Okay, this is good, this is sawab, you help. If somebody says, my wife is sick, I need a car, you have only one car. So you give your car to him and you call the taxi, the Uber. Okay, so that is called Isar. That you also in need, but you give the need of other preference over your need. That is called Isar. So Isar is not that much in the society that we are living. You know, like for example, you ask somebody, that can I have this? So he said, I need it myself. He said, okay, I'm sorry to ask you. You know, but no, on occasion, this is good that even if you need it, you know, you give it to others so that you have Isar, otherwise you will never do Isar. Right? Although you are hungry, the food is enough for one person, but you give it to other and you make some other arrangement for yourself. Okay, it's called Isar. So, وَيُؤْثِرُونَ, these Ansar give preference ala upon anfusihim, their own selves, or themselves they give preference to others, which of course are muhajirin. Walau kana, even if it is bihim upon them khasasa, hunger. Okay, khasasa, khassa yakhussu mean hunger, poverty, difficulty, constriction. All these things are called what? Khasasa. Okay, then Allah say waman, and the one yuqa, who is saved. The root word is the same like taqwa, saving. Okay? Waqiyatun. Shuhha. From the shuh nafsihi, of his soul. فَأُولَٰئِكَ, they are the one. Humul muflihun, they are the one who are successful. Okay? So now look, this ayah is for the Ansar in general. But there are some individual stories of the Ansar that nobody can reach them in the whole mankind history. Okay, because the stories of the Ansar. Like for example, this hadith is in Muslim. Okay, look at this hadith. Okay, أن رجلا من الأنصار, a man from the Ansar, بات به ضيف. Okay, spent the night with him a guest. فَلَمْ يَكُنْ عِنْدَهُ, there was not with him إِلَّا except قُوتُهُ, his sustenance, his food enough for him, وَقُوتُ صِبْيَانِهِ, and the food which was enough only for his children. فَقَالَ لِمْرَأَتِهِ, so he said to his wife, okay, نَوِّمِ الصِّبْيَةَ, put to sleep the children, hungry. وَأَطْفِئِ السِّرَاجَ, and put off the lamp. So it will be dark. وَقَرِّبِي, and bring the food close, لِلضَّيْفِ, to the guest, مَا عِنْدَكِ, whatever it is. So the children will go hungry, sleep. One person food enough, you bring it, put it in front of me and the guest. When we about to start eating, you take the lamp that I'm fixing it. It will be dark. I will pretend that I'm eating, but the food actually will be eaten by only the guest. فَنَزَلَتْ هَذِهِ الْآيَةِ وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. That they give preference to others even if they are hungry. Right? So there are so many other stories of the Ansar too, not one, which are all written in the tafsir of this ayah. So many. There is just only one which are very famous, I told you. Okay? وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, why you cannot isar? Why you cannot do isar? What is the problem? Why you are so selfish? The reason for your selfishness is that every soul is exposed to shuh. Naturally, nobody can say, I'm free from the shuh. The root word is sheen, ha, and ha. And this picture is taken from Mufradatul Qur'an, which is the authority in the meaning of the wording meaning of the Quran by Imam Raghib al-Asfahani. Mufradatul Quran. What he say? Look, shuh has hirs and bukhul together. So that is called shuh. There is no one meaning translation for it in Arabic. Okay? I mean in English. So what is that? Look, for example, you have a car and you say nobody should even if somebody need the car, they should not even look at your car. You will never let anybody touch your car even if they need it. It should stay with you. You don't want to spend. So this is called bukhul. Bukhul means miserliness. Okay? Then another person has a car also. And you say that his car should also become my car. This is called greed or hirs. When you combine the two, it becomes shuh. Okay? So what is shuh? The combination of bukhul and hirs is called shuh, and that person is called shaheeh. Right? So now, who has shuh? Alafas? Because Allah said, I created you like this. Huh? Ali has very nice new car. I came in my own car. How nice it will be if Ali walked to his home or get a ride from somebody and he say, you can have my car, I take two cars. That would be very nice. It is such a good idea. And if somebody say, I don't like this idea, he's lying. Okay? You have your own house, and if somebody else also give his house to you, you have two houses. Who said it is a bad idea? Right? Somebody offer an aeroplane to somebody. So he say, I will be crazy if I say no. Why not? To take the right? So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَأُحْضِرَتِ الْأَنفُسُ الشُّحْ. In another place in the Quran, Allah says, the way I created you, that every nafs I put a little bit sprinkle of shuh in it. Everybody wants that. But how you can control your emotion? By what? By fighting against it. And you have to teach yourself, no, why? His car should stay with him. He also needs a car like the way I need it. Okay, so you fight that idea that is coming. Then you say, if on occasion he needs my car, I will give my car to him. No problem. Okay? So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَأُحْضِرَتِ الْأَنفُسُ الشُّحْ. Okay? Every nafs has some shuh in it. You have to fight against it. Then, so that was in another place in the Quran. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَمَنْ يُوقَى, the one who is saved, shuhha, the natural shuh that he has, nafsihi, in his soul, فَأُولَٰئِكَ, look here, this zamir is called zamirul fasl. Okay? So zamirul fasl means look like فَأُولَٰئِكَ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. That's fine. فَأُولَٰئِكَ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. They are the muflihun. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. You bring another dhamir pronoun in the middle, that indeed only they are the one who got falah. Okay? فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Okay? فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Like for example, you say, normally this dhamir you bring between mubtada and khabar. Like for example, you say Zaydun alimun. But if you say Zaydun huwa alimun, okay, indeed he is very big alim. So you bring a dhamir between mubtada and khabar, that is called dhamir al-fasal. Zaydun huwa alimun. Otherwise you don't need that huwa. Zaydun alimun. Okay, so Allah bring this dhamir comes so many times in the Quran, called dhamir al-fasal. It comes between mubtada and khabar. فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. They are the one who got falah. What is falah? Falah means to reach murad. Murad means what? The ultimate goal that you have in dunya and hereafter in the grave. Wherever you want your goal, if it is achieved, you are what? You got falah. So that is why if you are successful in the soccer, you want the soccer game. So you don't say, I got falah. Okay? What do you say for the soccer? That I won the soccer. In Arabic. So in the modern Arabic, how you say? Huh? Huh? Come on, look at the Quranic Arabic, the way you guys are speaking. Speak fusha and natural, loud. What are you saying? Nobody can understand, neither you or him. What are you saying? Huh? Intasarna. Look, so you don't say that I got falah in soccer. I got fawz. Because they are what? They have more meaning. What is that? That we just won, right? Okay, so falah, that is why you say what? What Ali say? Hayya alal falah. Falah, okay? Not like a small success. The success is that every stage of your life, when you are in this dunya, you are young, you have a separate falah. When you are old, you have separate falah. When you are dying, you have a separate definition of falah. When you go to the grave, you have a separate definition of falah. When it is the day of judgment, it is what? A separate falah. And after the day of judgment, where you go, separate falah. At every stage of your life, what you need, if you get it, and whatever is harmful for you, you are saved from it, then you are what? Muflih. You got the falah, right? Falah. Okay. فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Give it to him. Say, first translate it. Say, وَيُؤْثِرُونَ.
وَيُؤْثِرُونَ.
Say, and they give preference.
And they give preference. عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ, upon themselves, over themselves. وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ.
Even if upon them, speak loud.
Even if upon them khasasa, poverty.
What do you say? Poverty, hunger, tight,
And man who yuqa is saved, shuhha from stinginess.
You can say the shuh are the greed, but it is actually two.
Greed. Nafsihi, from himself. فَأُولَٰئِكَ, then those humul muflihun, they are the successful.
Indeed. So they, whom indeed they, al-muflihun are
the successful.
Right? So because we say successful, because there is no word for falah in English. Right? So that is why we say successful. Okay. Now, what is here?
إخفاء.
Do it.
أنفسهم.
Okay, أنفسهم. आपको पता है ना इख्फा क्या है? You know इख्फा? इख्फा mean hiding. So you hide the noon, and you hide it where? You hide it in the makhraj. So look, like for example, if I say an'amta, so I didn't hide it. An'amta. But if I say amta, so I hide it. This is called ikhfa. When you hide the noon sakin or the noon sakin of the tanween into its makhraj, that is called what? Ikhfa. Okay? So now look here. He said, look, this has been what? Anfusihim. But we, instead of saying anfusihim, how we say? Anfusihim. This is called ikhfa. When you do ikhfa, when this noon sakin or tanween is followed by 15 letters, how will you know those 15 letters? By the process of exclusion. 6 are in one group, 6 are in another group, 1 is in another group. So those 13 you exclude, the remaining 15 letters will be what? The letters of ikhfa. Samajh gaye? Anfusihim. Okay, here.
Wawalin.
Wawlin, do it.
Law.
Walau kana. Okay? So, what is the purpose of the wawlin? Like, for example, if you say waw has a sukoon and before is fatha, so then do what? Then you say waw. Then you say, what's the problem? I was supposed to say waw anyway. No, sometimes you don't say it. Like, for example, look. Law, lu. So where you say wow? In lu you don't say wow. Lam with dhamma was what? Lo. You add wow with sukoon, it becomes what? Lu. The sound of the wow, law, is not there. So this thing is, what we do this, there are 3 letters in Arabic that they are called huruf illat. Today is Sunday, so I am just taking a little long time. So, huruf illat mean, look like, for example, they are defective. Some say they are defective. Illat means thuqab. And some say no. They are huruf illat, that if you have a problem, then you use them. Like, for example, if the Urdu people, they are suffering from pain. So how they say? Hi, hi. This is what they say. But if the Arab and the Pashto, we too, if we are suffering, then we say, why? So the suffering sound in Arabic and Pashto is what? Why? Okay? So now look here. These are called huruf illat. Waw, alif, and ya. Why they are called huruf illat? Why? Because they have problem in it. They are not full-fledged alphabets. Okay? याद है रहेगा ना आपको? Okay? Waw, alif, and ya. Huruf illat. What is their illat? Sometimes they are used as a haraka, and sometimes they are used as like a vowel, and sometimes they are used as an alphabet. Now, like for example, alif, when it is used as a letter, it becomes hamza, like a, e, o. And sometimes when you say baba, so it is a haraka, it has no sound. In baba, what is the sound of alif? No sound. It only prolongs the fatha of the ba. Baba, it becomes what? Baba. So you see, it is a letter also, and it is a haraka also. Alif. Right? Now, wow, look here. The sound of the wow is like this. Wa. You make your lips round. Okay? Wa. But law. Bolo. Law. Dekho. Achha, now here, it is as a vowel. When there is sakin before them as a dhamma, so how you say? Lu. There is no wow. The same thing go with ya. Look, you say jai. Jai. Okay? And ya, your lips go stretch right and left. Jai. Okay, now you say ji. Look, there is no ya. It only pushed the kasra one more time. J, G. Ab samajh gaye? So now, to avoid this confusion, we make a rule. And that rule we didn't make for alif because we don't need there. But in waw and yaw, we need it. Whenever you will teach, this is called lean. Whenever waw has a sakin, maqabal has a fatha, you say the waw. Law. Okay? Don't say law. And look, whenever there ya has a sukoon, maqabal fatha, so you say that ya. And look, by learning this rule, almost 20% of your Arabic will become good. Like for example in Surah Fatiha, how many times you can use this rule? Look, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. If you don't know this rule, how will you say? How we say normally? عليهم. So we are eating either ya. We don't say ya, alayhim. Okay, alayhim. हाँ आगे जाओ غير. Same rule, instead of غير, how you say? غير المغضوب عليه. So you, Surah Fatiha, how many times you use this rule? Otherwise you will say, صراط أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم. This is because of this rule of the ya. समझ गए? Like for example, you will call your imam what? Sheikh Sahab. But if you know this rule, what will you call him? وأبونا شيخ كبير. شيخ. Right? Okay. So these are the rules which are very beautiful. Okay? And if we learn it, so our Arabic will become good. Okay? Where would we? وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. And here, what is here?
Where? Idgham.
Idgham with gunna. Do it.
Idgham.
Do it.
Mayuqa.
Mayuqa. Okay? And remember, normally, this is an exception. Whenever the waw has a sukoon, ma qabal damma, so you push it. Like for example, there's a ba with a damma, how you say bo? And there's a waw with sukoon in front of it, how you say boo? But here, you don't, there is exception, you don't say this waw. You don't say fa'ulaika. How you say fa'ulaika? Okay? You don't say the waw. Humul muflihun. طول آياته يا خشتا والذين تبوأوا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والذين تبوأوا الدار والإيمان من قبلهم يحبون من هاجر إليهم ولا يجدون في صدورهم حاجة مما أوتوا ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة.
No. ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة. You give that sense to it, even if they are hungry.
ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة ومن يوق شح نفسه فأولئك هم المفلحون.
وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله.
Inshallah, I'm going to make it through.